Hi, Gregory family and everybody. I'm David Buckman and I live in Plymouth, and I used to own a picture frame studio in Plymouth, and we did all of the picture framing that came in from the Gregory family, from Dick and Lillian, and also from their kids. And I had the distinct honor today of not only attending this wonderful ceremony, but also of meeting up with Miss. And she remembered me distinctly. She said, "David, you framed my law degree, which proudly hangs in my office. I'm a prosecutor in Brooklyn." Gave me a big hug, and that's money in the bank. And I said to her, "Miss, if I was still in business, I would frame these proclamations that your family just received absolutely pro bono." Unfortunately, I retired 4 years ago, but I'm still in the phone book. You can find me. If you contact me, I'll bring them to my friend's frame shop and get them all framed correctly. Thank you.
The connection with his journey had more to do with what I could benefit from than anything, because I was between a rock and a hard place, in the military, needing to get out, and I didn't have really the skills to do anything other than what Dick Gregory taught me to do, and that is sacrifice yourself through fasting, and then you have the moral upper hand. Because if I was willing, as he and Lillian did, to fast until a point of possible death.
I grew up in a family that fought fiercely for civil rights, equal rights, human rights, workers' rights. And so my connection with the family was well known as a child. So to be involved in a business here in Plymouth with not only the Gregory family, but just with the community, was very important. And we were a store that was open to all people.
My name is Louis Randa, and I direct the Peace Abbey Foundation. And our work at the foundation is to orchestrate opportunities for people to celebrate the greatness of their commitment, their involvement, particularly those who embrace the teachings of nonviolence. And we're here because we love the legacy of Dick and Lillian Gregory. We're here because we acknowledge that the town of Plymouth, in as much as it's just been celebrated as an international city of peace, needs to honor the greatest peacemakers truly from this town. Not just in our lifetimes, but well before it. I can't speak to what happened 100 years ago, but I know that what's happened here in this town because of the Gregorys will be remembered 100 years from now. And what I mean by that is they have demonstrated the moral authority of commitment and the power of nonviolence and pacifism. And for me, it was transformational, because when I was in the military and I was looking for a model to prove my sincerity as a conscientious objector, I followed the teachings of Gandhi as expressed by Dr. King, and most especially how Dick Gregory used fasting to demonstrate his either outrage over a particular issue or his commitment to an ideal, a way of life. And I'm here to celebrate that. And my wife and I and our son Christopher, we're here to celebrate with the Gregory family. Plymouth is quite fortunate to have their legacy as part of why it deserves to be an international city of peace. Dick Gregory is someone who appeared on television, on the radio, standing next to Dr. King, who took satire and humor and penetrated certain truths about our predicament in the Vietnam War. For me, in the civil rights movement, I'm a person of not color, white, but doesn't allow me to appreciate fully what others have been through. he showed me how I can enter into the fray. Watching how he used nonviolence, my commitment is to pacifism. And what Dick Gregory demonstrated is it doesn't really matter what your political persuasion is. I have mine, it aligns with his. But it doesn't matter where you come down on the political spectrum, use nonviolence. And for that reason alone, I admire Dick Gregory. He demonstrated it's a major oversight to underestimate the moral authority of being kind and gentle. It takes longer. Violence, as Gandhi said, is more immediate, but the long-term negative effects are eternal. And for me, as somebody who has children and grandchildren, I want to see a world where people can find a way to make it work to be peaceful, and pacifism and nonviolence is the only path forward. And Dick Gregory demonstrated that with his humor, with his satire, with his style. He would catch the eye of anybody who's watching because it was sort of, I don't know, curious and odd that he would employ humor the way he did. I loved that when I was going through college, watching him. And it was like, I learned a lot. You know, he taught us how to laugh about things that weren't funny.